If the show is called 5 Minutes to Learn, then why is the episode longer than 5 minutes? Welcome to 5 Minutes to Learn, our second one for 2026. I'm excited to do this one today. I am going to preface it, though, with some sadness about the death of Chuck Norris. Best one I heard today was that, or yesterday, when Chuck was found passed away, was that he didn't die. Actually, the whole world did, and we're all living in the afterlife. Welcome to the afterlife, something like that. Definitely, this one is totally inspired by Chuck Norris, and as I've been reflecting on just the life that he lived and why he was such an epic guy. So I'll start with this, that my deep personal belief is that the only thing that we leave when we die is legacy. We all know that death comes for us all, and that the things we own in this life, we will not bring with us. The money in our bank account, no matter how much or how little is in there, we're not taking that with us. And the only thing that we leave is the legacy in the minds of the people around us, and if we're famous, what they wrote about us, right? But having said that, when I began to live with that perspective, that had a profound impact on the way that I lived my life. Some of you know about my battles in the past with addictions, which I've talked about on other podcasts, morbid obesity, dependence on blood pressure medication, being pre-diabetic, all things that since thankfully are all things of the past. The reason why a lot of those things I can say are dead and gone is because I did not want to, first off, I didn't want to die so quickly. I wanted to live my life for my wife and my children and the people around me, because I feel like I've got a purpose God gave me, but also so that I could leave a better legacy, that I could actually focus on serving others. I could be healthy enough to help other people out. Part of my whole focus on legacy too is that's why I have this show, right? I built the show because I was having awesome conversations with people and I wanted to start recording those episodes. Back to Chuck Norris, as I've been looking at his life and his legacy, just let alone all the martial arts that he studied, the foundations that he started, the way that he was training martial arts until his last days. He was popping up in gyms. He was popping up in academies. He was continuing to stay active. And a lot of that had to do with his mindset, the way he took care of his body, his temple that God gave him, right, for this life on earth, the meat robot that was Chuck Norris. And just the fact that he focused on giving to others. Huge inspiration to me when there's people like, I go through that right now in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy. I see that people who are higher level belts, from blue belts all the way to black belt, especially in black belts, these people are givers, they're servants. They are there to help people build others up. They are giving back. And that is the thing, that if you're not doing that, if you're not finding a way to do that, I would challenge you, brothers and sisters, to find a way that you can give back. First to people in your life, maybe in your household. Maybe you need to get your household in order. You need to start leaving a better legacy in your house, right? Leaving a legacy with the people that you live with. Then you got work, you got your neighborhood, you got all these places where you can leave a legacy. As I approach the 5-minute mark, and I want to respect the 5 minutes to learn concept here, I was just really inspired this week. It was a rough week, and with ending on that note of Chuck Norris passing yesterday, I had a lot of heavy reflection, which led to a lot of gratitude, and I'm just kind of sharing that with y'all here. Remember to focus on your legacy, focus on the impact that you're leaving with other people, because people will forget the things you said, but they'll never forget the way you made them feel. I love you guys, truly. Thank you for continuing to subscribe and check in and give us opportunities for feedback and improvement on the show. You all have a blessed week. 5 minutes to learn out.